Though, I always tell people the difference between Elon Musk and you is he did it and you didn't. That's the only difference. And, Steve Jobs, they did it and you didn't. If that was your interest and you wanted to, come up with PayPal where they can just pay online, you would drop out of everything you're doing and just work on it and work on it and work on it and work on it and work on it. I can't tell you how many comedians were so much better, so much funnier, so much more deserving talent-wise than me that don't even do it anymore, because life will throw you, it depends on your attitude, so many disappointments, so many no's, so many failures. It's really easy to give up, and most people give up. And how much are you willing to push? I believe that everyone alive can make it if you push through. I mean, and I think that, everybody has their limit. They're or they don't want to push through, or they want to, even though they believe their life is miserable, they've made their life easier. They don't want to.
They love comfortability. They like to sit where they're at, or they get scared. They don't want to move.
Right. Most people go through a week of work. Most people are working at a job they hate. Most people, I think, are doing something they hate, and they can't wait for the weekend just so that they don't have to do that anymore. But not because anything great is going to happen, because they don't have to do whatever it is they hate. But if you say go after something you like, they go, I got to pay the rent. I got to take care of the family. I got to do, there's always a reason there. That's what I'm talking about. The thinking isn't good. Thinking stands in your way. I just happen to have been born. Also, I have other issues, ADHD. So I don't think of ramifications, so I just go, okay.
Yeah.
And then I got to.
Was that the secret to your success? Because what I'm trying to do is figure out a way to explain to somebody that has your same type of elements that you live with. Because watching you perform for the first time all the way up until now, you leaned into your nervousness and your.
I didn't. It just happened. I didn't know. There was no plan, no thought, no.
So you're just saying literally just do it.
I think that we are all, just by being human, incredibly talented, creative, wonderful pieces of art. And if we lean into who we are and not try to, and not think, and then I think that good things will happen. But the problem is that our culture and our society bombards us. In fact, that's what your job is, George, is bombarding people on social media, and that's what we all do, with what it should be, what it should look like, how you should act. So therefore they're influenced. That's what an influencer, you're influenced by that. Whereas the beauty of you, and you who's ever listening and watching, being not like anybody else.
Yeah.
Not the same experience. You will never experience the same thing. Even if we're all in the same room, you are hearing this from a different perspective than anybody else. If you really just can live in the now, not think, and just do what you do. We are amazing creatures who have the ability to do whatever. We choose to not do whatever because it might look stupid, because you might be made fun of, because you might lose your job, because you won't meet your friends it'll be embarrassing, because you don't want to disappoint your parents, because you don't want to disappoint, whatever the reason is, it's never from within. And as soon as you give yourself the power from within to just act, great things will happen, no matter how stupid and how silly and how crazy they are. And that happened for me, not because I know how to do it. That happened to me. Are you going to throw up?
I try to
Are you going to throw up? This is the worst fucking podcast. She's coughing with sensitive lungs and putting ointment on her eyes. He's gagging up. You swallowed your own puke, didn't you?
No.
I heard you go.
I try to cover a cough because I didn't want to scare you.
Who does that?